first of this season, his second point. Stars right back to work, they score again! Wyatt Johnston! Bang, bang! 13 seconds apart. In the blink of an eye, it's 2-0.
This has invigorated the house. Grubauer just flat gets beat by a sinister snapper past that blocker. Maybe a little off his angle. Take what's given. Man, the kid can zip it.
Mason Marchment along the end line, bumped up high, a shot, score! What a shot on the power play by Wyatt Johnston. Painted it upstairs. Stars with their second power play goal. The kick is good, and it's 7-1.
Wow, did he hammer this? And I love players that know what they want to do before they get the puck. As soon as it got to Duchesne down in the corner, watch this. It comes across. Mason Marchment has been miraculous in the game tonight, avoiding checking, that one touch into the high slot, and a weapons-grade one-timer from Wyatt Johnston. That's got to feel good. That's got to feel great.
Work got dumped in front of the Stars bench. Play goes on. Rope hands, flip for Johnston, score! What a move! Johnston got it off to his forehand, and that line stapled back together. 2 of the 3 have goals.
Oh man, this is a premium Platinum Alliance. Stars on the change. What a perfect little flip pass by Rope Hintz. He'd gone 11 games without an assist. They turn it against the grain in transition. What a move by Johnston to get it to the forehand. Look at that little lead pass. That is a saucer pass of the highest order.
The Stars push it ahead. He had to slow down. Got it to Harley. A cutter. Score! Wyatt Johnston! Finished off the beauty. And the Stars tie it up.
That felt a little bit like chess, you know, that you just sacrificed your pawn up ice, and that was Jason Robertson, who just completely took DeMello out of the equation. He had to wait for the boys to join him at the blue line, and once he did, he had Harley, the defenseman, Johnston, the eventual goal scorer, and this is just elevation and execution and perfect match.
Good career numbers when playing in this building. Out in front of chance, Riddick to save, rebound, score! The second attempt stuff, and laid into the power play early into the game. The Stars take the lead.
This is just a determination goal for Wyatt Johnston. There was nothing going on with this Stars power play. Often it's this, most of the time it's this unit that starts the power plays, but with Hintz a little dinged up. What a great dig play by Jason Robertson down deep and behind the net. Swings in, great timing. Little half penalty interference by Rope Hintz just prior to that, and then the second effort by Johnston, able to just sort of bludgeon this thing through. He actually shot the stick.
Flames there to roadblock him off. But coughed up by Calgary. Johnston weaving his way through, shoots, scores! A shorthanded goal! Johnston does it himself!
I don't know how many goals Wyatt Johnston has scored already where it's just pure determination. He picks up this puck. He's got their best defenseman one-on-one. He stays with it, sort of boosts it to himself. It looked like it was going to be broken up. The genesis of this is a turnover by Kadri on the way out of the zone, and then a rolling puck he's able to elevate in tight. This is masterful. Kid dangles, little kick with the skate laces, and then rips it.
And that stretch just turned into a longer and longer sample size. In come the Stars. Shot, score! Wyatt Johnston Hawks double their lead.
Well, this line has been the Stars' best line in the game tonight, and Johnston has a primary assist, and now this dagger. And Ilya Labushkin, number 46, makes it happen back in his own zone first, and then he drives to the net, and by driving to the net, occupies a defender. Look at him drive all the way through, made some people notice, and then Johnston on the forehand. Again, a little bit of time.
We'll see what the final 20 produces as Dallas has the 3-1 lead. It was the major that gave them the lead, then they added to it, and they're right back on the attack, and it scores! Johnston's stick was broken on a slash, and that puck pinballed its way in. 10 seconds into the third period, Dallas has a 4-1 lead.
Well, rewarded for net drive again. You know, the first goal for the Stars, the Ben goal, with him and Dodonov driving to the lap of Soderblom. Again, you know, Seth Jones tries to hold the blue line. The Stars just went hot knife through butter through him, and then it just absolutely ricochets off a crop dusting Wyatt Johnston with no stick, and Karam's past the Hawks netminder just like that. Instead of being up, they're on their back foot. They're spending a lot of time in their own zone.
Harley tip, score, Johnston! What a redirection! And for the third time tonight, Dallas moves back in front.
They've had a few of these terrorizing, tricky tips that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has eaten up. There's no answer for that. That's as perfect as you can get. Harley from the boards sends it to the net front on the ice so it's tippable, and then it gets elevated, tucked right underneath the roof of the net in behind Luukkonen. What a beauty. That'll send them bing-bonging into the new year there.
Cut off by Michkov and read well by Lundqvist. Intercepted. Sprung numbers the other way. Ben is in with help. Fed to Johnston. Shoots. He scores! A gorgeous shot from Wyatt Johnston. And Dallas leads by 3.
Well, all 3 goals the Stars have scored in the game have started from their own zone, and a turnover by the Flyers turns into a rush opportunity. Wide open lane for Jamie Benn to change the point of attack. It makes the goaltender have to move. It makes the defenseman have to lay out. And this thing was shot with conviction. Zing! Over top of the block, past a waving. It's made the Wings look super fast, and it's put the Stars on their heels.
Stars are in here, have a cutter, Robertson, backhand, score! A thing of beauty from Wyatt Johnston. And it's back to a 3-goal lead.
Man, that's a wonderful response. Stars turn it against the grain. The Wings are trying to get their change in, and Wyatt Johnston beats his man to the net, and Jason Robertson just lays it perfectly for him. Forehand to backhand, shovels it over top of a twisted Alex Lyon, who hasn't had to do much for a while. Couldn't come up with an answer there, and the guy
will deliver it across. And it's Stone back up high. Eichel skates down the right wing towards the corner, feeds to Theodore. Good anticipation. Rope Hinson shorthanded. He'll go the other way. He's got Johnston racing in 2-on-3. Shot, save, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston, a shorthanded goal from Dallas. And they are back within a goal on Johnston's second shorty this season.
And Tomas Hertl just allows Johnston to get interior and get to the net. What a tremendous anticipation play by Hintz. And then he's able to drag it a little bit interior and get the shot off that created that juicy rebound after the save by Hill. He knew. He looked on his periphery a little bit. He knew he had Johnston coming with him.
By Howden, and Robertson got to the net front, made sure that puck was fished away to the perimeter. Off of Johnston, and Robertson carries to center. The handoff, Johnston. Nice move, brings it in. He plays catch, shoots, he scores! What a shot! And what an entry! Wyatt Johnston and Rope Hintz. Johnston's got his second of the game, and this one ties it here in the third.
Man, this is one of the most electric give and goes you're going to see. What a dangle first by Johnston around Stone in neutral ice, and then he gives it up to Hintz, gets it right back again, and you can't sizzle a puck in a more perfect spot than he did. Right past the blocker, against the grain on Aiden Hill. So a shorthanded goal that clapped back after
3. Johnston and Eichel at the center logo, and the faceoff is won by Vegas. All important first possession goes their way, and Theodore will charge up ahead. Hintz trying to catch him. Theodore in, save! Odger, 11 seconds in, and now Dallas has a 2-on-1. It's Johnston across, back to Johnston. He scores! Hat trick! Overtime winner! And the comeback is complete. The Stars beat the Knights 4-3.
I'll tell you this, if Team Canada was making their picks at the end of November or midway through December, I don't think there's any question that Wyatt Johnston would have been included in their group. What a night for the kid here. And you knew as soon as the Theodore rush, and man, did he hit the afterburners to outskate Rope Hintz, which you rarely ever see. They get a stunning save by Ottinger. He just got his left shoulder on it. A deltoid clavicular intervention in OT. It's an odd man rush going the other way. You know that. And it's a give and go again. What a give and go game for those two. Hintz assisted primary on all 3 goals for Johnston. Wyatt had just an incredible night. He's had an unbelievable run. He hasn't gone back-to-back games without a point since mid-December, and he's all smiles after that. That is an incredible comeback, especially considering losing their best player in the third period and overcoming that. Probably had a little burr in it after that poetic.
Blocked, comes right back to Harley. Holding against Van Riemsdyk. Dallas in the slot, they score! Wyatt Johnston, the tip. Casually done, quickly done. And for the third time tonight, the Stars have come back to tie.
This just felt like it was going to be an eventuality, and it's such a good play up top that, you know, initial blast toward the net creates a little adjustment from their side, and then there's the hips and the crab movement of Thomas Harley. Take it down. He knows that he has Wyatt Johnston isolated in front of the net. Look at him just turn the angle on the stick blade, elevate it. Don't think Merzlikins saw it anyway. It was late to.
And it comes out to center. Blackwell will poke to himself, right circle, and the wrist shot goes wide. Then Beck in front, tip, score! Right in front, Wyatt Johnston, the redirection. And there it is. The Stars do indeed get to 6 and have a 6-2 lead.
And the kid's pretty good at that play. And look, give some flowers to Oscar Beck on the boards. He gets this to the front of the net quickly. That long reach, great awareness. You know, the initial shot goes wide of the net. You can see Oscar peek over his shoulder and see that Wyatt was going to the front of the net unmarked. He just manipulates the stick blade in order to get it elevated over the shoulder. And the Stars have a half dozen.
Centers knocked away. Puck is loose. Meyer had it poked away. Wyatt Johnston fights through contact for the empty net. It's over. Wyatt Johnston, a shorthanded empty net goal. And the Stars are going to return from the break with a win here in New Jersey.
Well, Timo Meyer's going to wear some goat horns for trying to get too much done just inside the blue line, and credit the Stars for their kibble on it, especially Wyatt. Ultimately, he's the guy that steals the second little swerve in the zone and then scrambles ahead. And that's just terrific work by a fantastic young player. Keeps his balance, peers over his shoulder. Easy breezy to make this a 4-2 final.
They're just 4 for 8 on the penalty kill, coming out of 4 nations, including 1 for 2 here tonight. Harley with a shot, score! Wyatt Johnston was in front. And the Stars get 2 on the power play and have a 4-1 lead.
And there's just so much room to do what they want. They're just dictating. They've had this hyper-aggressive penalty kill all messed up, poke gaping holes in it. I mean, look at the room. They allow Harley to get the middle. Nobody goes with Wyatt Johnston to the front of the net. Wyatt trying to make sure he doesn't clack into the netminder. Gets the shaft of his stick on that.
Move it to the point. Harley is there. Short bank pass and then touched out to center ice. Not a lot of time to reset. Only 7 seconds left. Harley, the handoff. Johnston is in. Wyatt Johnston to Hintz. Left it back. Johnston, he scored! He beat the clock! 0.0 shows on the scoreboard. It definitely went in before that. And a buzzer beater from the Stars on the power play will give them the lead heading into the intermission.
Yeah, there was about 7/10 of a second remaining. The brilliantly blistering lightning hands of Wyatt Johnston in traffic. He got that from his backhand to his forehand. He shoots right so quickly, and then away from Parayko, the defenseman, and again, it's elevated. It's ripped upstairs on Hofer, who has been leaky over the shoulders.
To the corner for Robertson. He leaves in the corner now, Duchesne. Going back for Robertson, neatly cut it out of midair. Allows the Stars to retain possession. Harley, then Hintz. Right side Robertson, down low Duchesne. Left side shot, score, Johnston! It was a masterpiece of movement. Wyatt Johnston on the tail end of it, but all 5 guys have their fingerprints on the 5th Stars goal and their 3rd on the power play.
My God, they're just infantilizing the penalty kill of the Blues, who had him on the perimeter, and then once the Stars broke free, you know, a nice little dainty play by Thomas Harley up top. It spreads out the penalty killers. And from there, they work the wide triangle from down in the right wing corner to the slot with Rope Hintz to the low left wing side. On the forehand is Wyatt Johnston. When's the last time they scored 4?
It was not this year. Harley has it, feeds it to the left, Robertson. Back, Harley save, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston, and let the hats fly! His 3rd goal. All of them on the power play. The Stars have a 6-3 lead. What a night for Johnston.
When's the last time we saw a power play Hattie? And the hats are raining down on American Airlines center ice. Right from the face-off, Radek Fox broke his stick. That's been problematic for the Blues throughout the game tonight. And from there, the Stars get it to the net quick. They had the penalty killers for the Blues spinning. It's been their issue throughout the game tonight. Their penalty killers killing any chance of them getting anything out of the game here tonight.
Good shift here, but then stolen by Johnston. He'll race past Hamilton. Johnston in, scores! He picks up right where he left off 2 days ago, follows up the hat trick with the game's first goal, 1:39 in.
This is very similar to the last meeting between these two teams. A ton of chances by New Jersey at one end, and then all of a sudden Dallas comes up ice and they get a chance. In this case, it's number 53, Wyatt Johnston, getting an opportunity as both defenseman and forward for New Jersey just get caught flat-footed. To start it out as a 2-on-0. Dougie Hamilton able to get back just to get a stick there, but this is really John.
A lot of intensity and physicality.
Ben fights off and then back towards Dumba. Dallas changing. Shot save, Vladar. Rebound. Score! Guess who? Wyatt Johnston continues his tear and gets Dallas on the board.
Good shift by that line that has been excellent at times in the game. Nice sneaky play by the captain to get him into the zone. They're slipping a change in on defense, and a huge, humongous rebound off of Vladar is entombed by Wyatt Johnston. Again, cookie jar, short side and in a hurry. Penetrating shot by Dumba, and bang, rebound on the board.
Fed over to the left now. Johnston upstairs for Harley. Rantanen, right wing circle. In front, tip, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston gets the contract yesterday, gets the game's first goal, and extends his career-long point streak to 9 games.
The genesis of it is Mikko Rantanen's playmaking on the right wing half wall. He gets it, dusts it up. They had double tip opportunities in front of that. It'd be interesting. Did both guys in front of the net touch it, or just one? We know who scored it, and that was Wyatt Johnston, the third guy to it. How do you defend that? Points of danger all over the place.
Game of catch right back to him. Left wing circle. And up top, Harley. Wrister, score! Wyatt Johnston was on the doorstep, may have gotten a piece. And Johnston, if he did, doesn't take him long to run his home point streak to 15 games and open the scoring.
Yeah, very passive diamond penalty kill from the Ducks, allowed the Stars to work it around the perimeter. Nobody even gazed toward Johnston in front of the net. Harley with that patented lean on it wrist shot, and a very subtle redirect by Wyatt Johnston, who co-leads the NHL. That 5 shutouts is a big number, and amongst the leaders.
Stars trying to crack one here. Shot, score! They do! Thomas Harley. The shot from the blue line. It pinballed around, and Wyatt Johnston, with his latest power play goal, opens the scoring in the game.
He'd gone into a little lull in the offensive department of his overall game. It starts with a hungry face-off win by Rope Hintz. A very tippable slide shot from Thomas Harley. He gains the middle, gets a shooting lane. They have the I formation screen tip available with Hintz in front. Look at how wide open Wyatt Johnston is. He actually deflects it through the legs of Middleton. No way Gustafsson can see it.
No score. Stars now will bring in all alone in front. Shot, score! Wyatt Johnston. It came from nothing as the Stars were absorbing and then moved it out into the slot. Johnston untouched. And the kid is red hot, opens the scoring again.
And he was at the hash marks at the circle when he caught up to that puck. Their top pair on defense, Ekholm and Bouchard, were caught flat-footed at the blue line. It's a lucky, fortunate play. I can hear the word opportunistic drifting into the Stars vernacular. Outshot 10-4, not threatening at all, and up 1-0. Stars taking a page out of the Flames book a little bit here tonight. Just kind of hang around. Stay in this thing. Counterpunch.
Wyatt Johnston, nice move to the forehand. Wolf the save, rebound, score! Oh my goodness! Johnston, his latest masterpiece. He's got goals in 3 straight, and the Stars reclaim the lead on a highlight reel tally.
Man, you want to see determination personified. A little chip down. It's the defenseman Bischel that gets it into the zone, and then just sort of deking and barking and bucking to the net is Wyatt Johnston. Look at the hands. Undresses Miromanov. Fakes out Dustin Wolf. Elevates it enough to give the Stars the lead. What a goal. What a goal.
Matt Dumba was all over him, and then Dumba got tripped up in the aftermath. Referee was right there. Play goes on. Here's Johnston in. Wyatt Johnston back in. He scores! He is automatic. He is nightly. And he is quite the talent.
He's also a man of his word. He emphatically told me he was going to continue the goal run he's on this morning. Look at this. Protect the puck, slide it to the backhand. He's so velvety. It's Mikko Rantanen that leads him with that feathery pass, and the kid does the rest. His hands are so violent in tight, drag and stuff, and 4-1 Stars.
Jessa Lindell hands it forward. Johnston fighting through. He scores! Wyatt Johnston, the goal-scoring streak up to 5 games, and Dallas is in front.
That youthful exuberance as he pours off the bench, along with the captain. He just pierces through the defenses of the Kraken and is able to hold off Dunn. He just untangles his stick. It's probably a difficult read for goaltender Grubauer, as it comes so quick. He's not sure when it's going to be released, and it is spanked home.
Throws out to Bork, wide open. He feeds it ahead, in, forehand, Johnston, of course. 6 games in a row, Wyatt Johnston, and Dallas has broken it open.
Well, man, oh man, Maverick Bork did one of those take a hit to make a play. He protects it, chips it, and gets destroyed. But as he does that, he springs the hottest goal scorer in the National Hockey League. A drive-by hit, and then a full-on lobotomy on Onanen. Look at this, head up. Throws him some silly stick language, drops him, pops him. 6 straight games with a tally.
In that playoff series, this Stars power play brought to you by TXU Energy. Robertson over to the right side. Mikko Rantanen knows a thing or two about scoring on the power play. Fed for Johnston and scored immediately. Rantanen hints Wyatt Johnston. 12 seconds into the man advantage. Dallas strikes first.
Taking a page out of the Toronto Maple Leafs power play book. They trot out 5 forwards here. Obviously, it would be Thomas Harley. He's not in the lineup tonight. They rotated across the top. There's Wyatt Johnston in the slot in the middle of the 4 penalty killers, and they execute this perfectly. There is no friction whatsoever for Rope Hintz, and a perfectly laser beam shot.
Mikko Rantanen flipped it to the slot, got there himself. Raymond had other plans. The Stars turn it off, Ben, and turned away, rebound, score, Johnston. Wyatt Johnston on the board, and the Stars with 7:04 left in the third are back within 1.
Well, this is going to go down as a corpulent, rotund rebound off the blast from the captain. And Talbot looks up and thinks to himself, how was a guy like Johnston that wide open? He tried to get a leg over there. You know, the entry is a breezy one. It's a real good play by the defenseman, Brendan Smith. Watch him. He just basically trucks to the net front, creates a mess, and it's cleaned up and deposited.